Please don't crush me, don't crush me, please don't crush me, please don't crush me, don't crush me, don't crush me. And there's even more in Washington, I think. I don't remember fully. These are all the books I hauled. Welcome to my book haul of 23 plus books, something like that. I don't know, I have to put this down. 'Tis the season to haul books. Hi guys, it's Mo from Mo Reads It, and we're doing a winter book haul because I was in a reading slump and I spent all my slumpy time buying books. All that being said, I have entered my manga era. So first up, Kimi Cannot Communicate. Love the next 6 series. I had to haul some of the manga. So I watched all the seasons of Kimi Cannot Communicate, and I started reading at the point where the episodes left off. So I think that's book 10. So like that's like book 10 to book 10 up. I believe that's where I started. And then I think I went all the way up to, I read all of these already. I went all the way up to book 19. I read up to volume 13. So, okay, Kimi Cannot Communicate is about this girl named Kumi, and she literally does not speak. But she's this gorgeous, like, picturesque girl as described in her anime. And everyone thinks she's super aloof and cool because she doesn't speak. And no, she's already beautiful. But the way people interact around her is bonkers. People faint, they worship her, they call her Kumi the goddess. It's like a hilarious obsession, borderline manic. But yeah, I really like the show. I loved watching the first episodes of it, so I knew I was going to enjoy the manga. I knew I was going to enjoy it. But I feel like I'm having the disconnect between the anime and the manga, even though it's like translating pretty much the same and the scenes are the same. I feel like I just enjoy watching the anime more. And I think I'm just getting used to that in manga overall, so that'll be falling for all the rest of my mangas in the rest of this haul. For the ones I have read, at least. I haven't read all of them. There's a lot of them I have not read yet, and I really need to read them because I leave Florida soon and I can't take all these books with me in my luggage, so we're gonna have to cut some, we're gonna have to read some, but they're not going in my luggage. And we're starting off the new year right. This video is sponsored by Aroma Art, my own candle brand. Yes, I did it. I started my own candle brand, and I'm so excited to share with you guys. I don't know why I'm so nervous to present on my own stuff. Aroma Art is 100% coconut and soy based wax candle. It has a lovely FSC certified crackling wood wick, and it has phthalate free fragrance. Literally a setting for your senses. Aroma Art is a minimalistic candle brand to blend into all lifestyles. We are launching February 15th. Sign up to our newsletter down below to be notified when we launch, special promos, news. I couldn't think of a better way to start 2023. The scent I currently have is Chocolatier, and it literally smells like a vanilla dream. This luxurious chocolate factory making artesian handmade chocolate of all varieties. Truffle, white, peppermint bark, dark, chocolate lover's dream. Now let's begin the haul. Next, Spy X Family. Okay, you cannot tell me that Anya is not the cutest thing. You cannot. You really can't. Next to Luki, my Bichon Yorkie extraordinaire, she's one of the cutest things. And I just like her. I like her books. But I do feel like after reading these books, I feel like I'm reading a children's cartoon. That is what it is, but I feel like the show embodies it so much that I don't notice that. I think it's just a myth. But overall, I am having the disconnect between the anime and the manga. But for those who don't know, Spy X Family is about Anya. She is a telepath and she is adopted by a spy named Twilight. And his mission is to get a family to get closer to this particular political person. And He has to get a fake daughter and a fake wife and pretty much like infiltrate the school with the fake daughter, Anya, and the fake wife is actually an assassin. I think I'm giving away episode 1, so I'm sorry. The fake wife is actually an assassin, and they live this cute bootsy life, and they're all trying to figure out and save the world in their own special way, but none of them know the secret, and it's so cute and adorable and wholesome, and I just love Anya. So I'm happy I started off reading some of her manga. It was so much fun. My manga era is coming to a beautiful beginning, and then we have, I'm not sure how to pronounce this honestly, but I did read this. My husband gave this to me as an option to read. A lot of these mangas he gave me as an option to read. It's about this girl, and she can see like demons or spooky things, but no one else can see them. This is how she plays out her life. Like, she literally pretends that she can't see anything, and she can walk through them, and it's really creepy. But the book is chill. I don't do horror, but I can do this. And pretty much no one else can see them, and she's all alone, just seeing all these weird freaky things happen in life, and she's just like, what is happening? And like, she's trying to keep her composure while really creepy stuff and like violent things are happening that only she can see. It is truly interesting. But I read book 1, but my husband didn't realize I had watched the anime when he was watching like the first episode. Like, I watched bits and pieces and glimpses of it, and I remember it still. So as reading this book, like, nothing was really a spoiler. Everything was pretty much spoiled for me already, but I got glimpses of scenes that I had not seen yet because during that scene I was off probably like cleaning or cooking or something. But interesting. We'll continue. Not sure how I feel about it. I'm still figuring out my manga style. My book style is fantasy romance. I love a magical adventure. I love romance. Put them all together, it's perfection. And I also like really good writing. I also like sci-fi, but it has to be done really well. So I do like sci-fi. I just don't read it as much because I find that sometimes it becomes really cheesy really quickly. That might just be me because I'm also not up to date in the community and reading the latest and the greatest in it, so bias. Next is Orange. So I believe this is a fantasy romance sci-fi, or at least it was in the section at Barnes & Noble, and this is the complete collection. So I had to touch in my realm of fantasy romance and sci-fi romance because that is what speaks to my book reading soul, and I feel like it'll speak with me for manga as well. I have no clue what the story is about, really. I think I read the back. Should I share the back with you guys? Okay, yeah. Naho is beginning 11th grade, and she receives a letter from herself 10 years in the future. At first, she writes it off as a prank, but the letter's predictions come true one by one, and Naho realizes that the letter might be the real deal. I like the suspense. Her future self tells a new transfer student, a boy will soon be joining her class, and the letter begs Naho to watch over him, saying that only she can save him from a terrible future. Who is the mystery boy, and can Naho save him from his destiny? The heart-wrenching sci-fi romance that has over 1 million copies in Japan. So, I have high expectations. You better be good. I want you to be great. My first introduction to manga, not fantasy romance, but sci-fi romance. Maybe I should do a vlog of reading this because it sounds like a good experience. If you guys read this, are you into manga? I don't know. Next we have this Toilet Bound Person, which my husband said is a really good book, or was anime, or was a good manga when he read it. He told me something, and that was enough for me to be like, you know what, I'll read it too. I'll try it out. So this is one of his recommendations, along with Jujutsu Kaisen. I actually watched, like, I feel like a few episodes of the season, or maybe not, and I know the gist of the show, so we'll see if I like it. It's more action-packed. Attack on Titan, I know it's pretty much gonna become a classic. I know I need to watch it. I know you guys want me to watch it. I know I probably should watch it. But the thing about me is I need to read the original source material. Check, I've gotten it. Next, I need to actually physically read it. And then I can watch the TV show. With Anya and Kumi, I did it backwards, and for me, I feel like that really took away from the experience. So I must do it properly this time. Plus, there's so many episodes and seasons, and I really need to be like in a binging mood so I can binge the books and then binge the show and be able to have this moment. And next, we have Chainsaw Man. It's supposed to be action-packed. My husband recommended it. He thinks I really like it, and it's my it's the next manga on the list. And then we have a classic, Sailor Moon. So, by the way, I got a lot of these books, manga, on sale from Target. Target was having a buy to get the third free, and then they didn't have some of the books that my husband wanted me to check out because he thought I would like them. So then after that we went to Barnes & Noble and they were having a sale, and we got some books from them. And then I went to Target again when I was in Florida because I needed to get deeper into manga, and we bought more books that weren't on sale. Next, Sailor Moon. So it's a classic. I never watched Sailor Moon. I never saw the show. I think I can hear the theme song and maybe recognize it. Never read the manga. My little sister told me I did read the manga as a kid, so I'm just like, really? I read this? I have no recollection, no memory. I have no clue what Sailor Moon is about. And people were like, oh, that's a classic. I'm like, yeah, I don't keep up with pop culture, and I wasn't really keeping up as a child either, so I just don't know most things referenced in childhood for the 1995 babies. Next we have Promise Neverland. So love the anime, love it, love it, love it. Do not like the fact that it got cancelled, I think, and the fact that they skipped a bunch of chapters for season 2. So we're going to the original source material and we're going to experience it properly. And I think since it's cancelled, I can only finish the story in the manga anyway, so excited for that. And last but not least, I thought this was a manga, but it's not a manga, and I thought it was. One of my favorite TikTokers, book enthusiasts that happens to be a TikToker, was always like raving about this book, and I knew nothing about it, and I thought it was manga, so I bought it. It's not manga. It's gosh, hair. It's a chapter book, and it has a little bit of pages with pictures, but I don't know what the story's about. I really want to get into it. I keep seeing it everywhere. The Barnes & Noble that's by all the places I've gone to, I like to visit a bunch of different bookstores, has this on display everywhere, so I gotta read it. This manga pile is haphazardous. Now we're moving on to the chapter books. Next is Uprooted by Naomi Novik. Naomi Novik wrote another popular book. I want to say it's the Atlas 6 or it's something else. It has a cover. The cover is a fuzzy, blurry image in my mind, but it's reminding me of the Atlas 6, so I'm thinking it's the Atlas 6, but I don't know, so I will fix that on the display. But this is supposed to have winter vibes, folklore vibes, and you guys know me, I love a good retelling. I don't know if it's fantasy romance, but if it is, that'll be perfect because I need that in my life. A very enjoyable fantasy with the air of a modern classic. Let's hope that's true. I love retellings and modern classics. The Burning Nightingale by Catherine Arden. So this book is supposed to be really good. Very famous book. It's an older book, but I feel like a lot of people really like this. Even when I was checking it out from the bookstore, I got this when I was in Key West, the bookstore lady was like, this is a really good book. Very good things to say about it. And I read it. I did a whole reading vlog on it. It'll be up soon, but it reads like a child's story tale or a child's fairy tale, but it's not. It's kind of dark and grimy, and it's very winter and atmospheric, and this is the type of book you need to go into blind. Like, I don't want to tell you that much about it because I feel like it's best experienced blind, and I feel like other people would want the same option of experiencing it blind. So Burning Nightingale, perfect winter read, perfect for January or like a frosty, snowy day. If you're an atmospheric reader, I'm a mood reader. I don't actually read by atmosphere. Like, I kind of do like a little bit, especially when I'm in a reading dump, i.e. my whole fall in Florida reading vlog. I end up reading spring and summer like books. Well, one book, but yeah. Next. Haha. I had to do it. Heart of the Sun Warrior by Sue Lynn Tan. Okay, exponentially good. Daughter of the Moon Goddess had a beautiful cover, and I did get the special edition. I was not able to get book 2 in the special edition because I forgot to order it from Fairy Loot. That's on me, but beautiful book, beautiful conclusion. I still gave it 4 stars though. I think I gave Daughter of the Moon Goddess 5 stars for a fact, and I feel like I didn't give 5 stars to this book because I was in a reading dump when I read it, so I feel like I wasn't in the right place to receive it, but I think it did help me break my reading dump along with all the manga. Overall, great conclusion to the duology, and I find that I want to do a reread, but not right now. I'm gonna let it simmer a little bit, but eventually we will be rereading this book, the entire duology, and maybe I'll vlog it for y'all. If you haven't read Daughter of the Moon Goddess, I highly suggest you do it. It is literally about Daughter of the Moon Goddess, but it's a retelling of Midsummer Legend, and it's good. It's really good. I think it's the best retelling I've read of that lore. Next, I got some basic and some productivity, encouragement, I don't know books. So What They Forgot to Teach You in School, Essential Emotional Lessons Needed to Thrive, The School of Life. I just found this interesting when I was in the bookstore in the Keys, and I was like, pick it up. Something fun to read when I'm thinking. And then Michelle Obama, The Light We Carry, Overcoming in Uncertain Circumstances. I have never read a Michelle Obama book, and I feel like I should try to. This one was just like right there on the shelf at eye level, and I was like, I feel like I should read this. What's it about exactly? I don't know, but I'm curious. Okay guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this haul. Please let me know, what are you reading in manga? Because 2023 manga era, I hope. I'm trying. Don't forget to follow me on socials and subscribe. Happy reading, guys.